Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you the full process of creating this desert drawing, so let's start. At the beginning I added the basic background colors and then I moved to sketching this cute little fox. And of course I use references for this species of animal, and I also recommend that to you. Always better to study the anatomy of given animal when you want to draw it, because thanks to this you're gonna be able to understand more how the bones are arranged. And as you can see, I use also geometric shapes and it was really helpful with that whole figure on the drawing. If you are interested in which program I'm making my arts, it's Procreate on iPad. And I'm using a lot of brushes, but I will try to show you my main ones, which I'm using almost always. I made that canvas a little bit bigger, and now I'm moving to sketching that little figure, and again I'm helping myself with geometric shapes. During that process of sketching, let me tell you a short story about them. Leo and Arya were well-known travelers in the desert, journeying hundreds of kilometers from one city to another. They traded various goods, transporting essential items that people in the desert cities needed to survive and thrive. One day, as they were making their way to a distant desert city, the sky began to darken. Leo, sensing a storm, pulled his scarf tighter around his face and urged Arya to pick up the pace. The wind started cold, and soon a massive sandstorm engulfed them. Leo said to Arya that they need to find a shelter. Arya nodded, her sharp eyes scanning the landscape, and she spotted a small cave in the distance and quickly headed towards it. They reached the cave just as the storm intensified. Inside the cave, Leo and Arya huddled together, listening to the storm rage outside. The sandstorm lasted for hours, but Leo felt safe with Arya by his side. Their friendship and trust in each other saw them through the challenge. As the storm finally began to subside, they stepped out of the cave and directed their eyes all over the surroundings. Leo and Arya continued their journey, knowing that together they could face anything that desert threw at them. They safely arrived at the city and collected all goods from other traders. People welcomed them warmly, grateful for the supplies and stories from their travels. Leo and Arya knew they would soon journey again, but for now they enjoyed the hospitality and rest, ready for the desert's next challenges. Okay, there we go. I hope you enjoy it. It was kinda short, but I didn't spend much time on this drawing, to be honest. Seriously, it was so quick. But anyway, I hope you liked that short story, and now let's talk about full process of creating this. So let's back to the beginning. I've started working on the background, but I wasn't focused that much on the details of that storm because I want to concentrate the main attention on the two characters of this drawing. And of course I put it flat colors, but the main role here is played by the layers that allowed me to achieve such a cool light effect behind the characters and on the characters. I will show you on one picture how it works. That yellow places which I draw light from the sun, which is coming from above. And that red places is just reflection. Reflection which is coming from sand. And now I'm starting to render this little guy. And even though he's really small, it took me a while to finish everything. So in the meantime, I want to tell you that I'm officially open for commissions. So please feel free to message me on my Instagram. If you would like to create any wonderful drawing, I will do it for you. And don't worry if you don't know what you want me to draw for you, because for sure I'm gonna help you decide what should be included in that project. At this moment, I will be rendering the fur of that big Fennec fox. I wanted that it should look really fluffy. So I'm using a brush to blend the fur in different directions. And this technique helps me a lot to create that soft fluffy effect that makes that fox look more realistic and just cute. Here I want to enhance the reflected light from the sun on his skin even more. And here to show how fluffy that fox is, I'm also drawing fur overlaps the stripes on its body and even its saddle. I started rendering the birds. The rule with light is the same as I showed earlier. The birds will be in the fast motion, so I will add an effect to give the impression of they are moving very quickly. To achieve this, we'll use motion blur to make their wings and their bodies look like they're swiftly flying through the air. This effect will add dynamism and energy to the scene. Okay, so now it's time for the final touch. So I'm drawing tiny grains of sand that might not be very visible here, but you can see them close up on my Instagram. I'm also making that sky a little bit more blue, improving the hand of that small guy, and according to the condition in that scene, I've added a scarf covering his mouth and nose. I hope you enjoyed that full process, and please let me know what do you think about that full process of drawing, what you want me to maybe explain more. By the way, in my country is that much hot right now, like I'm really feeling this drawing right now so much. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, day or morning. Take care and see you next time. Bye!